what exactly is color? I'm gonna try and explain that to y'all. So let's go. So what is color? Color is actually just light, and we classify light into wavelengths, which can get various size, from big to small. Just like how some days the ocean waves might be big, and some days the ocean waves might be little. But the wavelength that we are able to see is called the visible light spectrum. That consists of all the colors that we see. But to get a better view at it, let's get it from a mountain view. So exactly how are we able to see all of this in color? Well, you see, when light bounces off an object, such as this view and all the trees and mountains that are here, but you see, when light bounces off, it first hits our cornea, which is the outer part of our eye. From there, it will bend that light into our pupil, which focuses it or adjusts it. That's why your eyes get bigger in the dark and smaller during the day. All that light that's in your pupil will now go over to the lens, which will angle it or focuses it out onto the outer layer of your retina, which is in the back of your head. I can't show it, but it's in the back. But from there, well, I need to show that somewhere else.
Like I mentioned, light or wavelengths will go through your eye, starting with your cornea. Then the wavelength will bend and hit the pupil. These wavelengths are then sent to your lens. From there, the wavelength will be angled or adjusted to the outer part of your retina. From there, cones and rods take over. There are 3 types of cone colors: green, blue, and red. These cones are responsible for seeing all types of colors. The rods, however, are responsible for seeing in low light conditions, such as in the dark. So depending on what you're seeing, the cones and rods then send the information that you receive from your lens to your ganglion cells, which will finalize the wavelength/color you see to the optic nerves. Once all that information is in your optic nerves, the optic nerves then send all that information to your brain, and then your brain tells you what you are seeing. And remember, all of that happens in less than a second. But where does color actually come from? Well, color actually comes from the sun. So when an object such as these flowers are hit by the sun, the green light that hits these leaves reflect or bounce off the plant, and from there our green cone tells the brain that the color we are seeing is green. All the other colors that hits the plant get absorbed and turned into heat. But what about the magenta color here? That's where your cones come to play. Since magenta looks close to red and close to blue, the red and the blue cones both send information to the brain saying it's a magenta color. But for the yellow right here, the green and the red cones both send information to the brain saying it's a yellow color.